I'm a big fan of the Peacemaker show. This is a spin-off from James Gunn. Peacemaker was first introduced in the Suicide Squad, made an appearance in we had season 1 of the show, made an appearance in Superman from this past summer. And we get season 2. Season 2 has been up and down. There's been some really incredible episodes, some episodes where it seems like we're biding our time, kind of filling in. And then our final episode, it's been really split. A lot of people are disappointed in it because I think there's what I call a little bit of MCU brain rot where people are like, well, is Superman going to show up? Are the Green Lanterns going to show up? Is Brainiac going to like, there's this like cameo poisoning that's kind of infiltrated people. But I think the marketing is partially responsible for that. Like James Gunn was talking about, this is the best thing I've ever done, my favorite. And even like the HBO description was like, you won't believe the incredible twist. And they were really overselling like the last few episodes of the show. And it's fine and it makes sense within the world that they've created, but it's not this big, like it's not a big shootout, big action thing. If anything, episode 7 is kind of the climactic episode and episode 8 is more epilogue if you look at it like that. So it's been a bit split, but I'm a big fan of this show. It's a hard show. It's not for the kids. I've enjoyed it overall, but I see why people are kind of disappointed in the finale.
Yeah, I think it suffers from the marketing. I think you're exactly right. Like Gunn had said, Superman has to go to VOD and then get on HBO before Peacemaker gets started. So that was a big deal. It was like, hey, if you're interested, Superman is homework for Peacemaker. And that's exciting because Peacemaker season 1, you didn't need a whole lot going in. So thinking, hey, I should be keenly aware of the events of Superman before I walk into Peacemaker implies that there's consequence of what happens in Superman in Peacemaker. And so it's like a bit of a follow-up. I think people got excited for that. Also worth mentioning, Superman had like the biggest debut on HBO in a minute. I was just reading earlier, had like 13 million views or something in the first month, like crazy impact over there. I'm glad it's doing good. People clearly like it. So it sets up Peacemaker a little bit. Number 2, Gunn said he directed episodes 6 and 8, which is really exciting, right? Otherwise, there's Greg Mottola, who he's worked with in the past. Episodes are fine. But 6 had a lot of heat. 6 was real good. Things were ramping up. 7, even better. So it felt like 8's going to be hot. And you're right, HBO stages it. You're not going to believe the big twist. We get some characters from Superman showing up. I wonder who could come next. Like, it just seemed like it was going to be so much hotter than it was. And then it's subversive. And the last episode is very emotional and lacking in a lot of traditional action, I think, that were in episode 6 and 7. And it just seemed like there were a couple loose ends in 7. How are they going to tie up these bombs? And then they kind of don't. And like, it just seems like people are disappointed. It's like the worst rated episode on IMDb out of the series right now. People are really hammering it. James Gunn did an interview and said, look, I get it. Like it's and not everything's for everybody. If you didn't love it, that's okay. Like I see that. I know it sets up some important stuff for the DC universe going forward. There's a couple of there's an organization that's kind of created out of this. Something about an alternate dimension I was reading about online that apparently is important from where DC might be headed. But I think fans of the show wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know that unless somebody told me that online. So I don't know. I think people just kind of didn't go for it because they thought it was going to be something it wasn't.
Yeah, like I said, a little bit of overpromise because there was a lot of that too of saying, oh, it's a big setup for Man of Tomorrow, the Superman series, and so you got to tune in. And then it was like, not really. If anything, it probably sets up the Green Lantern show, which comes out in January as well. It was a little oversold to the public, and so rightly people are a little disappointed. But I'm a big fan. There's a lot of great music in it. The show's really funny. It does have some really good episodes. Episode 7 is definitely a highlight. The pilot I thought was really good, or episode 1 rather. So overall, I liked it. But there's a lot of people that are disappointed.
Yeah, I feel like people have really been hammering it because they feel like Cena doesn't get enough screen time. Like his character is effectively depressed throughout the whole season 2, and is doing very poor, dog. He reaches some quite emotional lows throughout the series, and it gives the other characters a lot of chance to shine, because a lot of times when you're feeling blue, it's the people around you, the people that love you, your community, who are going to help you get back up when you fall, and that's largely what's happening here. And for what it's worth, dude, it's been great. Danielle Adebayo's character has a lot of really great development. She's great. Vigilante is awesome. I really came around on Vigilante this season.
So funny.
John Economos is really funny. Tim Meadows' new character is really funny. I like what Frank Grillo is doing in this show. Bringing back Rick Flag Jr. in an alternate dimension is really cool. Like, the supporting cast gets so much spotlight in Peacemaker season 2, and that's all really good. So that's all to say, I'm a little bummed to hear that season 3 doesn't seem to be happening yet. Like, I don't know, because I would like to see more of these characters and do more with them. Like, Peacemaker's great, but like, this is really an opportunity for like the background cast to shine.
It seems like they're probably going to be tying them into the future films, probably at least Man of Tomorrow. So to be seen if we do a third season or if you just tie them into, they're like Guardians. They're just part of the larger Avengers, ensembles that you can choose from. So we'll see. Like I said, the next property on the horizon is the Green Lanterns TV series in January.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the DCU. That's Peacemaker. Overall, not too bad, I guess. Wouldn't recommend for the series.
I would recommend for if you're a fan of the DCU and comic book stuff, highly recommend. It is hilarious, very violent. Like I said, very very grown up. It's not for the kids at all.
Yeah, a lot of fun. If you haven't seen it, at least check out season 1. Like they're different tonally, the 2 seasons, but like season 1's a lot of fun. Season 2 is a great follow up. Would recommend. Hey, good time. And with that, we got one more movie to talk about. Dude, this episode's going so long. We're going to move through this.
Sorry to the listeners.
Nah. Hey, it's got to be a jam-packed one, all right? Like I said, we're going to light next week. We'll talk more about it at the end here. But one more review to cover. This is a #1 movie on Netflix, all right? That's where we should start this. This is the #1 movie on Netflix. Everybody watch this weekend. So for you out there who don't know what this movie is, I want you to know you're the ones out of touch, not us, all right? We know what we're doing. We got programming here on the podcast. With that, we should jump into it. Andy's going to be taking the summary. Andy, please take it away.
The woman in cabin 10